welcome back to my channel, and thank you for coming and watching this video. Thank you to all my supporters who like, comment, share, watch the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is going to be an organizational tip of the week video for you. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can use baskets to help organize your space throughout your home. I have baskets everywhere, baskets, bin containers everywhere to help organize and contain things, even things that I want to declutter and organize. For the most part, I put it into a bin, clear bin, label it to be decluttered and organized, and then I go into it at a later date. And that's one thing I have the one thing I have right now like that is my mail and papers and stuff, because it's a lot and it can get overwhelming for me. So I'm just going to give you a few types of baskets so that you can start to think, how could I use things in my home? And I always say shop your home first. Shop your home first. And when I get gifts, like say like around Christmas or Easter or whatever out, and things come in a bin or a basket, like somebody gives you something that comes in a bin or a basket, I always think, how can I use that bin or basket? Even sometimes when I give, I try to put it in something, like if it's a baby gift, that they can use the bin container or whatever it is after they open up the gift. So I'm just going to start with a few things that I picked around my house, and I'm going to just go through. So the first one is, this bin sits on top of my fridge, and it is just from the dollar store. It's just a rectangle plastic bin. I've also organized in my fridge using this basket. I've put I've separated my meats and my cheese, so like sandwich meats and stuff like that, bacon, sausage and stuff in here, and then in another basket I put like the cheeses that we would have. So I've also used this in my fridge, and you can just pull out, so if you're making sandwiches or whatever, you're gonna cook something, you can just pull out the both bins and everything's contained in here. And then within here you can also have like a little containers to put the things in. So this just sits on top of my fridge, and it has the cereal. So as soon as we buy the cereal, we put it in there. We don't buy too much that it's in overflow. We used to store cereal in a container, and I'll show that in another video, but we had containers all through our cupboards because we used to put like 4 or 5 different cereals. But we're also finding that the cereal boxes aren't that big, and we're buying, so I wasn't buying, like, they're not that big, and I wasn't buying multiple of one. There were different ones, so it was constantly being emptied. So it wasn't a really good use of that. So we're just trying it this way for now again to see how that works. So another thing here, this came from the dollar store, and I have a few of these on my balcony, a couple on my balcony. I have it to hold things like that are small and little things that I decorate once a year. I mean, not once a year, one season. So when it's springtime, I start to go clean up and I decorate, and then in the fall I put the little things back in here. But this is also good just for things in your kitchen that you can use. Onions, little potatoes and stuff, you can have it in a basket and on a shelf or in a cupboard. You can also use that to organize that and keep it all here. Here, this was got from a secondhand store, so it was relatively cheap. My daughter had this under her bed. She was organizing, I believe, her sewing things or her yarn under her bed. So she just had to pull it out and use what's in there. This is also I like the look of it. So you could just use this to house magazines, books, under your coffee table, many things, even in your kitchen or your pantry. I could see also bread going in here. The next bin I have, I used to have, so I got so addicted to buying these because they were so cheap. They were like $1.25 at the dollar store. There were some of the, this is called a storage box, but I believe when I first started buying the white ones, they were shoe boxes. So I did put shoes in them and put them in my closet so that I could organize my shoes. So it was clear, so you could actually see what was in, like a little bit better than this one, the shoes that were in there, and then they stacked nicely. So this was inside my bedroom in my closet. But I also, when I was kind of moving from that system, I was also using some for storage. In my laundry room, I had things like toothpaste and toothbrushes just in case my kids' friends or cousins came over and they needed a toothpaste or a toothbrush, or I just had an overflow and my kids needed a new one. I would say, you know, I would house things like that, soaps and stuff like that, and I would just put it into the laundry room so that it wasn't taking space up in our bathrooms. And again, this is good storage for any. I also, in my craft area, I think I still have some in my craft area. I would put, I would categorize, so certain categories would go into one. I know I have like pipe cleaners and straws, I believe, in another, felt in another, and they're easy to stock. This could also be used in your kitchen for things as well. So all around your house, you can organize and use these. I love that it has a lid. You can see through it and that it's stackable. Another bin, also really good, especially if you have a pantry or a cupboard that could hold even like juice or pops or big things of rice and flour, and you can just put this in your pantry, just certain ones. Also breads, like if you buy, like we buy, like in one shop we will have like a brown bread, a rye bread, bagels, English muffins. So just one pack, but it's a lot, right? So if you buy multiple packs, because your family might be bigger, you might use this. If you have a pantry, put the extra bread in here and put it into your pantry, or potatoes or anything if you have a room or a cupboard that could house it. Again, this is also good for kids' toys, kids' shoes in the room, or if you want to have a bin in the room, and like in your living room or family room where the kids put their books and toys just for in that area. This is really good. So there's a lot of bins. I could go around my house and just show you. And when I do little, to show you like my craft area or my room, how I use these bins. There's bins everywhere. I even have a bin that when you come into my, here's another basket that this was from the dollar store. Yeah, I believe it was from the dollar store, Dollarama. And this sits on the shelf almost in my entryway. And so things like flyers and mail and everything will just go. It's just a catch-all place. And then I know to go through it and look through it and declutter. So right now you can see it needs to be decluttered. This could be thrown away because I just had a fire inspection and I wanted to make sure that was cleared. The new one that we bought was clear to go, so I can throw that away. Yeah, so now I know that this needs to go through. This has just basically a lot of flyers. So whoever goes and gets the mail will come and put it here and we can go through it, and it looks okay on the shelf. It looks good on the shelf. It's contained. You can kind of see what's in it, and you have to know what's in it. So it's contained. It's not an eyesore. It sits on a shelf. It's open, and we just put things here. So this helps keep the the mail and flyers we get organized until everybody has a chance to look through it. Because I might not need a flyer for pizza or Domino's. So I just put it here just for a bit, and then we declutter it and keep on going. So those are just some ways that you can use baskets or bins or containers in your home. I have containers, like I said, a lot in my kitchen. I also have, I was so happy when the baskets became a little bit more nicer. So this house, I'm not sure what this was. This could have been, because sometimes we reuse baskets and containers a lot, so we don't throw it away until there's absolutely no use. And even with that, if there's no use, we will give it away if someone is willing to take it. This is a bin that I'm going to declutter. This was all the stuff was obtained just through moving things and shifting things around and decluttering certain spaces at one time, and it all just was thrown into a basket. And when we get new like electronics in our homes, like receivers and stuff, it would just go here. So I have to go through it and see what are we actually going to need, what can we give away. But there's a lot of things here and we don't need all of it. But I was just showing you, again, just like the mail or just like a basket that you want to, you know, put under your bed or on a shelf. The basket is aesthetically pleasing, and there's different colors depending on the store that you go to. I believe this could be Dollarama. Yeah, this was Dollarama. This basket was $4, but I know Dollar Tree has nice baskets as well. And you can also shop your thrift store. They could be cheaper, like getting that wicker basket from a secondhand store could also be feasible for you. So just look in your space again, see what you need to just, you know, the first part you could do is just like get these baskets and organize by basket, like electronics or mail, you know, you need to declutter, and also use these baskets for organizing your space. It keeps things contained. It's aesthetically pleasing. It just helps generally with keeping your home tidy. So baskets. So leave me a comment. How do you use baskets? How you use bins? How you use them to keep your space tidy and organized. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.